What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and I'm out here with the Walkera Rodeo 110. This thing is ready to fly, a true ready to fly. Let me remove this Devo. It comes with a Devo, so this thing is a true ready to fly. All you have to do is just charge up the battery, plug it up, turn on the transmitter. You have to put batteries in it, but it can accept a LiPo battery. I'm using a LiPo battery, 3S, and basically you could just turn this thing on and fly. You already have stick modes and all set up for it. In order to arm it out of the box, you just use the stick here, the lower right to arm it, and I think the lower left to disarm with it. But I put this thing on Betaflight and actually installed Betaflight 3.2 on it, 3.2.1. So everything has changed now. I removed the arming from the stick here and put it to a switch because I really don't like arming on a stick, but you can do it if you like that. It's set up out of box. You have to go into Betaflight in order to switch it to a switch arm. Seems like a pretty nice model here. We're going to check it out, see how it flies. So let me see. We're just going to do a line of sight with it right now. I have a Devo 10 that I usually fly with, and this thing is on a Devo protocol. It's PPM, unfortunately. But they do give you an option to add S-Bus. Down here, there's 3 pins for S-Bus in. I don't know what happened to the switch there. There used to be a switch on the older models that you can just switch it back and forth, so you wouldn't have to go to Betaflight. You wouldn't have to go through the trouble of hooking this thing up to Betaflight and changing the ports and all in order to get that port to work with S-Bus. You can just hit that switch down here, but mine doesn't have that, so I'm gonna have to go into Betaflight to switch it and all. But I plan on binding this to my Devo 10 to fly it with that, and I have my monitor attached to that, so we'll do some FPV with it once I do that. But for now, just line of sight. Let's see if we can get it flying. And this thing does have telemetry, I think, with the transmitter, as far as battery voltage and all. But let's try punch out with it. We're on 2S, so not bad. We're in angle mode right now, so that's the most pitch that it's going to let me do. Y'all, it's pretty fast on it. I didn't mess with any of the filter options on it on the Betaflight. I just wanted to fly with the stock tune on Betaflight. And I would rather fly this in angle mode, being that it's PPM. So it's flying nice. Let's have a look at it. There's a spotlight right there on the front of it. And in the back, there is a light in the back, but it's pretty small. You can't see it. It's just an indicator, actually, a mode indicator. Now let's see, I do have modes set up. Let me see, can I switch it into, I think this is acro mode. Yes, this is acro. In acro mode, if you give input or pitch to one direction, it'll stay at that attitude. It'll keep that pitch until you counter it, until you give opposite pitch in the other direction to stop it from flying in that direction, as you can see. I'm just not used to PPM. There's a small delay on PPM, but it's enough to throw me off from flying line of sight. So, but let's try flip anyhow with it. Okay. I'm more comfortable with the flips if I fly up high on PPM. Got a little bit of the buzzer there. Man, the sun is blinding me. Maybe I should look this way. So, pretty nice flyer. I think this would be an excellent choice for just starting out with brushless. And they're going to put out a fire. So as I was saying, I think this is an excellent choice as a first brushless quad, coming from the toy quads and all. And it's a complete ready to fly package. So you don't have to bother with hooking up receivers or anything like that. It already comes set up and bound to the transmitter. And you get a really nice transmitter with it. It's a Devo 7. You can't really bind other models to this Devo other than the Devo protocol, because the Devo 7 doesn't have enough memory inside of it in order to flash deviation. So you can only fly Devo protocol models, but still an excellent transmitter, nice gimbals on it and all, a real hobby grade transmitter. So we're getting the buzzer now, so we're at LVC. Let's land it. So that's it, a quick demo flight of the Walkera Rodeo 110. Ready to fly package. Thanks for watching.